Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Mom Balut's Math Tutorial. Today we will be discussing all about the equation of the circle. Let us review first the completing the square method. Turn the expression into a perfect square trinomial and express as a square of a binomial. Number 1, x squared plus 6x plus blank. To get the last term, we can use the formula c is equals to b over 2a squared. In our expression, a is 1 and b is 6. So therefore, c can be computed as 6 over 2 times 1 squared. And then 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Then we can have 6 divided by 2, which is 3. And 3 squared is equal to 9. So the last term in the expression is 9. So to express this one into a square of a binomial, we just need to get the square root of the first term, which is x, then use the sign of the middle term, which in this case is positive, so we have plus, and then the square root of the last term, which is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3, so we have x plus 3 squared. Example 2, we have 4x squared plus 5x plus blank. So using now the formula for c, we have a is 4 and b is 5. So we have 5 over 2 times 4 squared. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So we have 5 over 8 squared, which is equal to 25 over 64. So the last term is 25 over 64. And turning into a square of a binomial, we can have the square root of 4x squared, which is 2x. And then we have plus, which is the sign of the middle term. And then the square root of the last term, which is 25 over 64, is 5 over 8. So we have 2x plus 5 over 8 squared. Now let us proceed to the equation of a circle. There are two forms of the equation of the circle. The first one is the standard form, which is expressed as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where your hk is the center of the circle and r is the radius. For example, we have x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared is equal to 16. So here, 1 is our h. So we have 1 and to get r, we have r squared is equal to 16. So we get the square root of both sides. We now have square root of r squared is equal to the square root of 16, which is now equal to r is equal to 4. So the radius of this circle is 4. Another form is what we call the general form, which is represented by x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0, where d, e, and f are real numbers. Examples. Number 1, we have x squared plus y squared plus 3x minus 2y plus 9 equals 0. So the d, e, and f here are 3, negative 2, and 9 respectively. Another example is x squared plus y squared minus 8x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0. So D, E, F are negative 8, 3, and 7 respectively. Now let us transform the standard form of the equation of the circle to its general form. Example, number 1. We have x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 16. So this is a standard form of the equation of the circle. So to transform into a general form, all we need to do is to expand the square of the binomial and then arrange it according to the arrangement of the general form. So we expand first x minus 1 squared, that becomes x squared minus 2x plus 1. And then expand y plus 3 squared, that is equal to y squared plus 6y plus 9. Then we rearrange the terms according to the arrangement of the general form. So we have here x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 6y, plus we add the constants which are 1 plus 9, so we have 10 equal to 16. Then we transpose 16 to the left side, so that becomes minus 16 equals 0. Then combining again the constants, 10 minus 16, so that becomes now negative 6. So the general form of this equation is x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 6y minus 6 equals 0. Example number 2. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 6. So expand first x plus 2 squared, that is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4. Then we expand y minus 5 squared, and that is equal to y squared minus 10y plus 25. So rearrange again the terms. So we have now x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 10y plus combine the constants which are 4 and 25, so that would be 29, so equal to 6. Then transpose 6 to the left side, we have now negative 6. And then subtract the constants, we have 29 minus 6, and that is equal to 23. So the general form of this equation is x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 10y plus 23 equals 0. Let us have the vice versa, or it is transforming from the general form to the standard form. So example number 1. X squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 6y minus 6 equals 0. So since we need to transform this one into a standard form, so we need to group the terms according to their its variables. So the first group is x squared minus 2x with variables x, and the second group is y squared plus 6y, which has the variable y. And the constant negative 6 is transformed to the right side, which becomes positive 6. The next step is to complete the square of the binomial to make it a perfect square trinomial, using the formula of C that we have discussed earlier. So x squared minus 2x becomes x squared minus 2x plus 1. So that is now a perfect square. And then y squared plus 6y becomes y squared plus 6y plus 9, which makes it a perfect square. So since we add positive 1 and positive 9 to the left side, we need to add also positive 1 and positive 9 to the right side to retain the equality. And then the next step is to factor the perfect square trinomial. So x squared minus 2x plus 1 is now equal to x minus 1 squared, plus y squared plus 6y plus 9 can be factored as y plus 3 squared. And then 6 plus 1 plus 9 is equal to 16. So this becomes now the standard form of the equation of the circle, in which our HK, or the center, is 1, negative 3, because y plus 3 can be expressed as y minus negative 3. And to compute for r, we have r squared is equal to 16. So we need to get the square root on both sides, and we get r is equal to 4. So from this equation, we have the center is 1, negative 3, and r is 4. So if we illustrate that one into our Cartesian plane, we can have this figure. There, observe that the center is at the coordinates 1, negative 3, and the radius, which is colored in yellow there, is 4. Example 2. We have x squared plus y squared plus 8x plus 14y plus 56 equals 0. So grouping again to the same variables, we have x squared plus 8x plus y squared plus 14y, and then transpose 56 to the other side, we have equal to negative 56. Then we complete the square of the binomial, so we have x squared plus 8x plus 16 plus y squared plus 14y plus 49 equals negative 56, Then add again 16 and 49 to the right side to make it equal. Then we factor out the perfect square trinomial. So we have x plus 4 squared and y plus 7 squared equal to negative 56 plus 16 plus 49 is equal to 9. So we have here now the standard form of the equation, in which the center is negative 4, negative 7, and the radius is equal to 3 since we need to get the square root of 9. So to illustrate this equation with center negative 4, negative 7, and the radius of 3, we have this figure. So we have there the center point, which is negative 4, negative 7, colored in blue, and the radius of the circle is 3 units. Now we are ready to solve some problem involving circles. A line passes through the center of a circle and intersects it at the points 2, 3, and 8, 7. What is the equation of the circle? So observe that points 2, 3, and 8, 7 are endpoints of a diameter since it passes through the center of the circle. So if we get the midpoint of these 2 points, we can get the center of the circle. So using now the formula of the midpoint, we have 2 plus 8 divided by 2 and 3 plus 7 divided by 2. So we have 2 plus 8 is 10 over 2, and then 3 plus 7 is also 10 divided by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So the midpoint is located at the point 5, 5. So that would be now the center of our circle. To compute for the radius, we need to find the distance from the center to the one of its endpoint. So we use the endpoint 2, 3 and the coordinate of the center of the circle, which is 5, 5, and use the formula of the distance formula. So substituting the values of x and y, we have now x sub 2 is 5 minus x sub 1, which is 2, then squared, plus y sub 2 is 5 minus y sub 1, which is 3, then squared. So 5 minus 2 is 3 squared, then 5 minus 3 is 2, then squared. So 3 squared is equal to 9 plus 2 squared is equal to 4. And 9 plus 4 is equal to 13. So the distance from these points is square root of 13, which is actually our radius of the circle. So we are now ready to create the equation of the circle using the center and the radius that we had computed. So that becomes x minus 5 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals square root of 13 squared, where our h is 5, which is colored in red, our k is also 5, which is colored in blue, and our r is square root of 13, which is colored in yellow. So simplifying square root of 13 squared, we have x minus 5 squared plus y minus 5 squared is equal to 13. So this is now the equation of the circle, which is the result of the line that passes through the center of a circle and intersect at points 2, 3, and 8, 7. Now it's your turn to answer your learning activity sheets. I hope you learned something from today. But please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. At your service, Ma'am Balot.